Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
Some of these defenders flying to the football they win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is fielded at the 7. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down. They go play action now. Jackson.
Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. Finding room at midfield.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend. And usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His 2nd catch in the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. They're, for a tight end, some of the best hands in the game.
And he is out of bounds, but now the floor is inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive moving.
That's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him, and I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. So that time, they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's got some space here. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost her.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 40 now on second down, Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Andrews. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I get the thought process. Third and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line. Yeah,
not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. They haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
That was a 3rd and long, and to me, that was just a wave-the-way flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Touchdown! Drake London, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. Credit the sack to the Oregon doctor for his partner.
3 scores down, not even half time yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for, no gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only beat themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
On the option, here's Ekeler.
And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 29. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On 3rd and 1, Jackson.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep.
Second and 9.
They go back to the ground now with Ekeler. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing is Jackson. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But we think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson now. Open here, Adam Thielen. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to convert by 20 there on 3rd and 1. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And Jackson throwing once more. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From the 6. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Play action. It's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. T. Higgins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Second down, here's an option right. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's got a man, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Jackson on 1st down. He's going to take another shot here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they'll get him down and past the 15-yard line. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Now Jackson.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now it's Jackson.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. Now it's Jackson.
Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Jackson.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Go ahead.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Jackson will throw again. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. a touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save his... so they can get 2 more possessions.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll drop to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Takes it at the 7th.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now in Baltimore. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action now. Jackson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Showing off the pass rush skills.
That was a Panthers' nightmare. The front door, total shutdown by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Dave's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson in trouble, and he's taken down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw here. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson.
Got his man. It's London. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right.
Now, he's got a man complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get better football, and that deficit stays where it is. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, it's such a high-stakes scenario. Everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He'll find Thielen working the middle.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try to come downfield.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory.
Charles, for this losing